Hello and welcome to Genesis Training. This is your trainer, Kaustav. This is the fifth video in the time, speed and distance series, and in this specific video we'll be dealing with boats and streams, another major part of time, speed and distance problems. So let's get started. When it comes to the concept of boats and streams, we have just two types of scenarios. One is upstream and the other is downstream. In upstream, the boat is going against the current of the water. The water is flowing in the downwards direction, obviously because of gravity, and the boat is going against the stream of water. In the downstream scenario, the boat is going along with the stream of the water. So this is upstream, this is downstream. Now, one issue with a lot of people is that they take the speed of the boat as x and speed of the current as y. That is not a wrong way to do it, but the issue is sometimes while solving, people tend to forget which part was x and which part was y. That is the issue. So, in order to avoid that, this is what we do. We take the speed of the boat in still water as b, and we take the speed of the current as c. That way, if you find the value of b, you are 100% sure that it's the boat, and c is 100% the current of the water. That's it. So when the boat is going upstream, obviously the boat is going slow because it's going against the flow of the water. So the speed is b minus c. And when the boat is going along with the stream of the water, it is b plus c. That's it. Alright, everything else stays the same. Speed equals distance by time, distance equals speed into time, time equals distance by speed. It's just that now there are two different types of speeds. That's it. Let's get started with the questions and we'll see how we apply this to the problem solving. Question number 1. A boat goes 15 kilometers upstream in 80 minutes. Okay, so upstream speed is nothing but b minus c, that is distance by time, that is 15 divided by 80. You cannot have 80 minutes, so we convert it to hours. Minutes to hours is divided by 60. So we have 15 into 60 divided by 80. So we have 4 and 3. That is 45 by 4, that is 11.25. This is the upstream speed totally. Now they have asked what is the speed of the boat in still water. That means we need to find the speed of b. We need to find the value of b. So b minus speed of the stream is 5 km per hour. They have already given that. So c is 5 equals 11.25. So b equals 11.25 plus 5, that is 16.25. Answer is B. Some people tend to screw up the minus and plus sign and then they end up getting 6.25. But you need to be very careful if it's upstream or downstream. Alright, that was this question. Let's move on. A boat rows 16 kilometers up the stream and 30 kilometers down the stream, taking 5 hours each time. Okay, so speed upstream equals b minus c, that is equal to 16 by 5, and speed downstream is nothing but b plus c, that is equal to 30 by 5. I'll not reduce this to 30 by 5 equals 6. You'll see why. Now they have asked us to find the speed of the current. We need to find the value of c. Let this be equation 1, let this be equation 2. If we need to find the value of c, then we need to remove b. So the best way of doing that is equation 2 minus equation 1. b and b will go off. C minus minus c is 2c. That is equal to 30 by 5 minus 16 by 5. That is equal to 14 by 5. C is equal to 14 by 5 into 2. That is equal to 14 by 10. That is equal to 1.4. Answer is C. That's it. Some people, what they will do is they'll add both the equations, then c and c will get cancelled, they'll get the value of b, and then they will substitute that into one of these equations and then find the value of C. That also is a perfectly correct method, but it's just more time consuming with an extra step. Here you don't need to care about B at all. You can directly find the value of C. Let's move on. A motorboat went downstream for 28 kilometers and immediately returned. That means that the distance traveled in both the cases is same. It took the boat twice as long to make the return trip. That means time taken for upstream equals twice the time taken for downstream. Time is nothing but distance by speed. So distance is 28 divided by speed is B minus C because upstream equals twice into 28 divided by downstream is B plus C. Now 28 and 28 gone. Cross multiply, we have B plus C equals 2B minus 2C. This goes this side, 2B minus B is nothing but B, and 2C plus C becomes 3C. This is all that you need in order to solve this question. All you need to do now is look at the options and see which of the options actually satisfies this condition. B equals 3C. If you look at A, 9 equals 3 into 3, that makes sense. B, 9 and 6, no. C, 8 and 2, no. D, 12 and 3, no. So A is the only one which satisfies this condition, so obviously that is the answer. We don't even need to read the rest of the question in order to solve this. Okay, so a lot of times what happens is, if at all you get the relationship, if at all they are asking you to find two entities and you find the relationship between both entities, the first thing you should do is look at the options. There is a very good chance that only one option will satisfy that condition. Okay, let's move on. Question number 4. A boat goes downstream at x kilometer per hour. Downstream is nothing but B plus C is x, and upstream at y. So B minus C at y. The speed of the boat in still water is what? Okay, now we have to find the value of B. So let's add both the equations. C and minus C will go off. We have 2B equals x plus y. So B equals x plus y divided by 2. And that is nothing but A. That's it. If at all they had asked you to find the speed of the current, then the answer would have been B, because we would have to subtract both the equations. Let's move on. A boat running upstream takes 8 hours to cover a certain distance. Okay, time taken for upstream is 8 hours. While it takes 4 hours to cover the same distance running downstream. So time taken for downstream equals 4 hours. What is the ratio between the speed of the boat and the speed of the current respectively? Now we all know that time is inversely proportional to speed. So ratio between the times, that is 2:1, is the exact opposite of the ratio between the speeds. So this is time of upstream divided by time of downstream. So this will be speed of downstream equals speed of upstream, because time is inversely proportional to speed. It will be the exact opposite. Now speed of downstream is obviously B plus C. Speed of upstream is B minus C. Let's cross multiply. We have 2B minus 2C equals B plus C. B comes this side, 2B minus B is B equals minus 2C becomes plus 2C over here. 2C plus C is equals 3C. So speed of the boat and speed of the water. We have B by C equals 3 by 1. Answer is 3:1. Answer is D. That's it. Let's move on. A boat takes 90 minutes less to travel 36 miles downstream than to travel the same distance upstream. Okay, so time taken for downstream equals time taken for upstream minus 90 minutes. 90 minutes is nothing but 90 by 60 hours, since everything is in hours. If the speed of the boat in still water is 10 miles per hour, it is miles, 10 miles per hour, the speed of the stream is what? Okay. Time is nothing but distance by speed. Distance is 36. So 36 divided by downstream speed is B plus C. And B is already given, that is 10 miles per hour. So 10 plus C equals, this one is again distance by speed. Distance is 36 divided by 10 minus C, because upstream that will be minus. That is minus 90 by 60 is nothing but 3 by 2 or 1.5. Alright. So now let's shift this over here. We have 36 divided by 10 minus C minus 36 divided by 10 plus C equals 3 by 2. So we have LCM 10 minus C, 10 plus C, A minus B into A plus B is nothing but 10 square minus C square. Now we take 36 common and bring it down to the denominator on the RHS. So this will be 10 plus C minus 10 plus C. Plus C because minus of minus is plus. This is equal to 3 by 2 into 1 by 36. This is nothing but 12. 10 and minus 10 gone. Let's solve this now. C plus C is 2C over here, divided by 100 minus C square equals 1 by 24. Let's cross multiply. We have 48C equals 100 minus C square. We have C square plus 48C minus 100 equals 0. This is a quadratic equation. We need two numbers whose sum is 48 and the product is minus 100. That is nothing but 50 and minus 2. 50 minus 2 is 48. 50 into minus 2 is minus 100. So we have C square plus 50C minus 2C minus 100 equals 0. So C common, C plus 50 minus 2 common, C plus 50 equals 0. So C is nothing but minus 50 or plus 2. Obviously minus 50 cannot be a speed, so the answer is plus 2. Answer is A. So the only difficult part about this question is the quadratic equation. Other than that, the concept is pretty much same. So always remember, avoid using x and y as much as possible. Take the speed of the boat as B, speed of the current as C, upstream is B minus C and downstream is B plus C. And then solve it like any other regular question. That was all for this video. Thank you so much.